Now, streaming live, this is KSLA News Now.
Good morning. You're watching KSLA News 12 Now. I'm Dominic Ben. Here is a look at your top stories this Friday morning. A 70-page indictment accuses over a dozen former NCAA student athletes across the country of helping to fix college basketball games. Some of those athletes played for Northwestern State, Nicholls State, Tulane, UNO, and McNeese State. According to CBS Sports, federal prosecutors charged 26 current or former basketball players. 50 Cent's G-Dome is looking for approval from Shreveport Zoning Board of Appeals. These designs show what the G-Dome will potentially look like. According to the board's preliminary case list, the architect of the G-Dome put in a request about the building height and setback requirement. The Downtown Development Authority confirms this is due to the dome's circular structure and above average height, which is different from downtown buildings guidelines. Shreveport's Zoning Board of Appeals is expected to make a decision on January 21st. Well, if you spent any time in Shreveport, you know Herbie K's restaurant is a staple in the city. The restaurant turned 90 this year. For generations, it served hot burgers, I should say, cold drinks, and its world famous Shrimp Buster Po' Boys. The Instagram account Daily Rank Department ranks it as the 8th oldest restaurant in Louisiana. You can find Herbie K's at 1833 Pier Avenue. Today is the crew of Sobek's Grand Ball. It starts this evening at 6 o'clock at the Shreveport Convention Center, followed by the parade Saturday afternoon. It starts at 1 o'clock at the Louisiana State Fairgrounds. And right now, you're looking at the parade route. Immediately after the parade, the crew will have an after party to celebrate Dr. King's holiday weekend at the Sobek Den. On Monday, there will be an MLK Unity Walk in Spring Hill, Louisiana. That's going to be starting at noon. The walk will begin at the Della Mae West Side store and will end at Ed's Chicken Shack. The National Association for the Advancement of Colored People will also be hosting a membership drive at Ed's Chicken Shack. The 318 MLK Dream Fest 2026 returns to Shreveport. It is a 10-day celebration honoring the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. through culture, history, and community engagement. Today and Saturday is the Voices of the Dream Choir competition. Local and regional choirs will celebrate musical excellence while honoring Dr. King's legacy. It starts at noon today at First Methodist Church in Shreveport. Tomorrow afternoon, the competition starts at 3 o'clock at the Strand Theater. All right here in the Weather Center with Evan, looking forward to tomorrow's temperatures, waking up at 20 degrees.
That's
perhaps?
not until Sunday.
Oh, that's Sunday.
We're trending that
way.
We're getting much colder here across the weekend. And again, it starts tomorrow. Today, actually a warm day.
Okay.
Maybe make the most of it. Maybe bring out the t-shirt and shorts if you can for one day before things turn bitter cold over the weekend. We're going to talk numbers coming up after this.
KSLA First Alert Weather.
Hey, good morning. It is Friday. You made it to the end of the work week. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Evan Thomas, and here in the Weather Center where our atmosphere is trying to get warmer just for a one-day limited time offer. It's sweater weather here still this morning, but it's an improvement from what was the bitter cold yesterday here from your Thursday. You're waking up to low to mid-40s, 45 in Shreveport, 42 into Texarkana. Still chilly by all means, but again, a much improvement, a good improvement here from the 20s and lower 30s of yesterday that we had that are unfortunately coming back. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Highs today do stretch back up into the mid-60s to maybe even lower 70s, especially areas around Kashada and Natchitoches. Again, this is a brief day where we warm things up before a cold front hits. That's going to change everything just in time for the Crew of Sobek Parade. That'll be on tap here for you tomorrow at the State Fairgrounds in Shreveport. Starts at 1 p.m. If you're tailgating, it's going to be cold. Even during the parade, it's still going to be chilly. Temperatures are going to be struggling to reach 50. It's going to be sweater weather all day long. Just grab a sweatshirt. A little bit of some layers that you're going to need. Thankfully, that sunshine, it will be there with you all day with some passing clouds. Then the coldest morning of the next several coming on up is going to be Sunday. Look at these. This is not just 20 showing up. These are low to mid 20s showing up on your commute to church. So please make sure you bundle up, in particular for this day, more than normal. Even some teens showing up at the northern end of the Arklatex for you there too. It's even looking cold into next week too as well. All right, first our check to your traffic. Heading on into First Bossier, starting to see a huge area of stop-and-go traffic. This is stretched all the way, actually right onto the river. This is stretched past the construction zone here at this hour. This is going all the way back to Airline Drive here right now. Watch out for this huge area of stop-and-go traffic forming eastbound. Look at it a little better if you're trying to head into Bossier. Jimmy Davis Bridge, just a little tiny slowdowns on both sides of the river, and Shreveport itself. Besides going to Shreveport on I-20, everything looking good here in Shreveport and Bossier overall. Lastly, quick check in at Texarkana. Everything smooth sailing there. Hey, coming up, we're going to continue to track out the warm temperatures here throughout the day today, see how warm we can get before everything collapses and gets much colder here, certainly, for the weekend. We'll have more details on those temperatures and the next chance of rain next week coming up.
And you can stay connected with us right here on the KSLA News 12 app. At 9 this morning, we will stream the Louisiana Suicide Prevention Among African Americans Task Force meeting in Baton Rouge. You can watch it under the Breaking News and Live Events tab. You can also join us right here for our next newscast at 9 this morning.
And then at 10:30 this morning, we'll have your first alert with a breakdown. We're going to break down your full weekend forecast, including for those of you traveling outside of the Arklatex. You can also keep in mind that you can watch our next newscast after that, KSLA News 12 at noon, all on the website.
Every weekday at 7 in the morning and 9 at night, you can watch KSLA News 12 now. We will stream your top stories on the KSLA News 12 app, Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. We're going to leave you with a look at traffic. Have a good day.